What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Reacting to Mushoku Tensei, a jobless reincarnation, on episode 18 of season 2. So, I'm gonna be real. I'm just full of anxiety. I'm just scared. I can't even be like, oh, I'm so excited for Mushoku Tensei, because it's literally was last episode. The last 5 seconds just says turning point 3, and then it cuts to black, and so now it's like, well, like every moment that the show unless it starts with something going wrong, every single moment's just gonna be me waiting for something to go wrong. You know what I mean? Like Rudy's gonna be like walking in the school hallway with his books and be like, man, I'm so excited for class. I mean, he doesn't go to how many classes does he go to? He goes to like a few, right? But he's one of the special students, so he doesn't even need to. But yeah, I'm so excited to go to class. Oh man, I'm always gonna think someone's about to jump the guy, and that's just freaking me out. I haven't even started the episode; it's just freaking me out. But that is all, of course. Let me just boom last episode. Comments. I don't want to spend too long in here. Last episode was really good, though. I'm gonna be real. Last episode was really good. Maybe either the best episode of the show, or I would maybe say the second best episode of the show. It's like top 3 at least. I would say top 3 at least, right? And I did kind of talk about it a bit last time, but. Yeah, I'm obviously really good. I knew I invested well with the Norn stocks. All right, shout out my girl Norn. Always better than Aisha. Sorry, Aisha. Maybe drop an episode 17 on me, and then we'll start talking. Oh, also crazy. Wasn't the Paul episode from season 1 episode 17? Bro, season 3 episode 17 about to be lit. Oh my goodness. But yeah, basically this comment. Everybody gangsta till the next episode says turning point 3. That's pretty much me. Yeah, like it's like, oh wow, that episode was so good, emotional, backstory, Earthius. Like, man, I don't know what to do with that. But a few of these I wanted to respond to. But, I like this point. The funny thing is, I half like this and I half don't like this about Mushoku Tensei. How, Rudy is being super powerful. I like how it's used, but I don't think I like how it's sourced that much. And my reasoning is just that, a lot of it, like Kishirika and the Demon Eye, he just kind of gets that, so there's not really, any, earned behavior. It's just kind of like you're handed it, so it's not very hype or anything like that. And then him being super OP as a baby was just kind of that's just a buff from him getting isekai'd. So it's good on him for reading the book and practicing magic, but also he is just in such a position to succeed that he's like a nepo baby, right? He's kind of a nepo baby in a lot of ways. So that part I'm kind of it doesn't really pull me in for a protagonist strength. It's not I'm proud of his growth in combat potential, right? In his magic. Right, that doesn't really hype me up too much. However, how they do use it narratively, I would probably have to agree, is pretty good overall, especially with the Norn, bro. Because it's literally, dude, it's literally been I'm kind of Rudius, you're so OP, everybody in this school loves you, you're freaking got a mansion, you're a gray rat, there's another comment that said, I was getting a little bored of how good things were going for Rudy at this point, but Aisha and Norn, especially Norn, introduced some conflict, where it's yeah, I was just he's got a beautiful wife, he's got a beautiful house, he's buff, he's handsome, he's the best kid in school, he's popular, blah, 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 right? And I was just kind of it comes to a point that you just kind of are kind of over it a little bit. And so Norn comes in, and Norn is that feeling. Norn comes in and is he's freaking everywhere, everyone loves this guy, I don't like this guy, and it's and she kind of has a breakdown because of that, and I really enjoyed that, because it's the feelings that I was feeling were I kind of saw them a little bit in Norn, right? It was obviously different for Norn, but I did see it in Norn, so I really liked that. And then also I was saying validified instead of validated, but I guess validified is still a word, right? But validated is what I meant. I just kept forgetting the word validated. This comment, it validates me. Thoughts? But yeah. So, I do think I appreciate how that is. The Eris thing, I don't know. Eris, I don't know. I don't want to talk about Eris for a long time. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't even want to touch that right now. Let me just enjoy the Norn. I don't want to think about Redhead, okay? Get Redhead out of here. Eris is no longer my daughter. Norn's my daughter. Replaced. GG. I actually did think this during the episode, that Norn was kind of similar to, Subaru in some ways. Obviously, I didn't want to say it out loud. I thought it, and I intentionally didn't say it, so I'm actually really glad somebody else thought it. The reason I didn't say it is because there's like, I've seen too much warring between ReZero and Mushoku Tensei that I didn't dare bring up ReZero during a Mushoku Tensei episode. I was like, no, people are gonna get mad at this comparison. So I kind of like backed off of the thought, but 100%, I was thinking that, I was like, oh my goodness, this is kind of a, you know, a similar kind of situation in certain ways, but trying to be vague, of course. I really liked ReZero. I'd recommend ReZero if anyone hasn't seen it. Shout out ReZero. Also got reactions to it. Shout out my reactions. Like, share, and subscribe. Shout out the subscription button. It's right here. Instead of analytics edit video, it should say subscribe. No, dumb to it. It should say subscribe. Duh. But you know, anyways, a lot of Rudeus emotional growth. Yeah, and I just loved the comparison to the past life so much. Especially because I think at the beginning of the episode, I was talking about how, like, he's, like, kind of avoidant of the past life in a lot of ways. And, like, thinking about that, I mean, we've seen that with, like, Nanahoshi very clearly, his relationship with Nanahoshi. So, to see him actually make some connections with it, I was like, yes! We're doing something again! Yes! Yeah, so I really, really liked that. This is actually funny. I had to binge 44 vids, and this was the latest app. Honestly, great place to catch up. Reason I like this comment is because I've literally been seeing it in my notifications. This is my favorite thing to see. Whenever somebody starts a series, and I get to just see them comment as they get through the episodes. That's like my favorite thing, because it's like, you know, it's like I'm kind of like watching you watch this show, or like watching the videos. It's just hype. It's just hype for me, man. Yeah, this was a great one. Turning point 3. Why did they do this to me? This is like you're pretty correct, but also I don't quite remember. So with the Paul letter, because we've gotten 2 Paul letters recently, semi-recently, in recent memory, right? The first one being like, stop looking for Zenith or whatever, and the second one being like, like the kids are coming, right? I kind of, in the original letter, because you kind of say here, Paul asked Rudeus to establish a home for himself in the north so that Norton and Aisha had a place to stay while Paul was busy, and so that the Grey Rat family could, like, start rebuilding, right? Was that in the first letter? That it was, like, especially so that Norton and Aisha had a place to stay? Because I thought that was kind of a unexpected development in the second letter, was kind of how I was thinking of it. So I might be a little, I honestly just need to reread the first letter. I almost did, but I don't have the episodes downloaded, so I was like, you know what, GG, I don't want to download the episodes just to reread the letter. But yeah, I don't know, it's more so a point, I think, on, like, when Zenith, whatever her name, she's literally been in a freaking rock for, like, 30 episodes. When Zenith is literally, like, when his mom is captured, it's hard for me to really lock into, like, the kind of casual, like, romance arc with Sylphie, because it's like there's so much other stuff going on that, like, is like, to me, kind of pressing, and, like, also as a viewer, something that I'm more interested in, right? Like Paul going through a journey while balancing 2 children on freaking plates with this crew of people trying to find his, like, ex-wife while his, like, concubine maid is, like, next to him, and, like, the kids are having, like, troubles, and he's, like, fighting monsters and shit, and they're, like, traveling into this really dangerous territory, and they meet up with Ruijerd. It's like, bro, I want to watch that show. You know what I mean? As opposed to Rudy mistaking Fitz for Fitz, as opposed to Sylphie for, like, the 30th time, and then, like, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. I think it's more of a comparison thing where, like, up until this last episode, I haven't really been, like, really invested into the school arc. I really liked the beginning of season 2 with, like, Soldat, and, like, I think the Sarah stuff I kind of was here for. Overall, it's one of the examples of, like sexual stuff in the show that I've been like, oh, okay, I can kind of see what you're doing here, and I'm, like, kind of here for it. And so, like, that was all pretty solid, I think, overall, right? I kind of want to rewatch it. I'm so scared of saying anything with the show, because I always feel like I need to, like, make sure my opinions, you know what I mean? I feel like I need to go back, but, either way, I like that, but then we go to the school, and it kind of, I don't know, it kind of lost some steam for me with, like, a lot of the Fit Sylphie stuff kind of was just, like, I was kind of just waiting for him to figure it out. And it's like, the meantime, Paul is fucking looking for the woman, man! Paul woman search. But yeah, I've talked about that before. I'm excited because I think we're about to do that. Whatever Turning Point 3 is about to be that pretty much, because we know from the OP that he goes there. He meets up with Paul and like Roxy and stuff, right? So whatever happens, it will hopefully push us in a direction that I do like. So I'm kind of down for that. But yeah, when it comes to like judging Rudius's actions, I think he's been totally fine for the last while. The closest thing I could probably like kind of get mad at him for would be like the weird stuff with Linny and Persina. That just there was a comment at the bottom. I wish Linny and Persina just didn't exist and then got ratioed wish denied by 8 likes. I'm gonna like both of those because this is a funny response, but also like I just don't really care about Linny and Persina like at all. You know, like I'm just not here for their characters, and so that would probably be the closest thing to something I could like. Oh, and the Julie stuff was weird, but that was more so just weird and confusing to me, or like confusing not in I'm confused, but in more so like the narrative feels a little confused. But I already talked about all that. So we don't gotta beat a dead horse. The horse is reanimated, zombie horse. Watch out. Anyways, what am I even talking about? Who knows? He's just yapping, man. He's just yapping. This was a really good episode. Underestimates the series. The thing is, they can do it good. We know that this episode is possible. We know that they can do really, really engaging, like really interesting parallels to the past life, freaking cooking, and we know that because of Paul in the first season 1, episode 17 and 16. We know this, and so they did it again. And it's like, yes, keep doing this. But then sometimes they just do stuff that I don't really like. I'm like, that's not as good, you know? So it's like it's just weird. This show is so like, dude, I was thinking about it. I think this is gonna be a really crazy statement. I think if you take out Sylphie, Eris, and Roxy can maybe stay. If you take out Sylphie and Eris, and like pretty much all their connection to the narrative, I think the show's, I could probably say, is really good. Like really good, you know? But I don't think I like I don't even know how, like, I think Roxy's fine to stay. I think Roxy's fine. But I don't think I like Eris and Sylphie and, like, Rudy's relationship with them two. I'm just not invested in that, or I just don't like what they're doing with that. But you take those parts out, and it's just, like, I really can like what they're doing, man. But yeah, light novel content. I found the grandma thing interesting, where there was, like, a kind of a family pressure that like widened the gap between Norn and Aisha, and so I did appreciate that. And then something the anime kind of changed / cut is that Eartheus' brother kept coming over even after being ignored, and he would just sit there in silence. And then after some time he stopped coming, but arranged for other people to come visit him. So that's really good, because it did kind of, like, the way it was cut did kind of make it feel like he gave up kind of quick, you know. But just to know that his family, or at least his brother there, was really, really trying for like a while, goes to show how, like, kind of beyond help Eartheus was, which then is even better for, like, the contrast to, like, where, like, it makes his growth even better, knowing how bad it was, and how much he wasn't given up on, which makes his relationship with Norn now, Rudy's relationship with Norn, cook even better, because, like, that line he said about, like, if I was a little more like Norn back then, holy my gongo, bro. It's so good. That's such a good line. But yeah. You're subconsciously falling slowly into Rudy's character more than 2 confidence in the same episode. He's been fine. He's fine now. You know what I mean? I just didn't like him when he was a little rascal. Little, you know, reincarnated 30-year-old rascal child man. I didn't like that Rudius. But, like, this Rudius is like, yeah, he doesn't, like, Sylphie offers him to be like, yo, you can, like, get with a concubine, and he's like, no. It's like, yeah, good move, Rudy. He's not even trying to build, like, any sort of, like, mass harem of women. He's literally, like, locked in. I appreciate that, you know? Or, like, looking out for his sister and emotional development. Like, yeah, he's making good moves. Like, it was a little weird for him to cut out the square of the blood, but, like, the virgin blood. Yeah, that was kind of strange, but I can at least, like, I don't know. He's definitely leaning out of a lot of the stuff that made it just, like, not someone I could ever root for. But it's still kind of like a, I don't know. We're moving in a positive direction. Let's just leave it at that. Already talked about this. I mean, like a few of these that I missed. Bing, 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 bing. Did I like all of them? I'm just gonna miss a few. It's okay if I missed a few. You're not getting your likes. GG. Anyways. Norn, stocks, rising, past... Oh, yeah, this... Okay, so the sexual degen stuff. Dude, just... Okay. Run through a hypothetical with me. Imagine episode 17 level episode. So, like, crazy cuts to the past, crazy parallels, intense character moments, conflict against Rudy locking in and doing some good emotional moves, dropping some bars, right? Maybe I'll write to my brother, give my brother a message, thank you and I'm sorry. Like, that kind of really good shit. Imagine that with, like, some of them sexual degen problems. I feel like they could do it, man. I feel like that could really do it, because they've shown to me that they can really do this shit. But yeah, I would like to see that. And some people might try to point to, like, the end of season 1 for that. It just didn't do it for me, man. Like, because I kind of, like, it was less about, like, the part of the end of season 1 that was similar to this kind of thing with, like, the really good connections to the past, really using the concept to the advantage, was the very last episode, right? And but that wasn't about the sexual degen stuff as much as it was him motivating himself to leave his room again, right? To not be shut in. Right? So it really wasn't even about anything, like, sex-based. It was just, that was what made him become shut-in that instance. But the shut-in part was the thing being really well paralleled and addressed there, you know? But, like, what if we just take one step back and, like, I feel like, you know, we could really do stuff there, as opposed to Eris just walking away and then just being like, I'm happy and content with life. GG. You know what I mean? Like, damn. Like, give me conflict, man. You can do it so well, Mushoku Tensei. Other than, like, Rudy just, like, hating himself. But, like, then he's just made completely into the victim. He's the conflict of himself. I like it when other people get mad at him as opposed to him just being, like, completely the victim, you know? Right? Which is why Paul is so goated. And, like Norn here. I mean, Norn here, like, you know what I mean? Like, Rudy's in a really good spot recently, so Norn just kind of has to come around on Rudy as opposed to Rudy come around on Norn, but it does parallel his past life in such a way that it's, like, offers really good growth for him still. So it's still commentary on him as a character and, like, putting negative look onto past life Rudius, right? As, like, a, with the brother as the comparison, right? But, yeah. So, wish denied is so funny. What a freaking... That is brutal. I'm sorry, Mercury. You got hoed there. It is what it is. Hey, you win some, you lose some. Had to, of course, rep the Rudy turtleneck again, by the way, because we know this is the patent-pending Rudy turtleneck. Let's go ahead and jump into, I think, episode 17. Scroll through. I don't really have much to scroll through. Again, just what a good episode. The Paul. There was some, like, really good stuff of, like, they did so many good cross cuts, dude. Like, so many. Trying to, like, this one, where Norn is crying in, like, Rugert's hand is, like, the same shot as, like, this, or it's, like, the same posture as another shot. It's, like, shot for, yeah, right there. Oh my goodness, Gravy Gotterson got, like, it's beautiful, man. And that's just one of the ones that is less obvious, because obviously there was a ton of way more obvious ones, like the Paul blink into Rudy, Rudy at the door. I'm not gonna lie, bro, when Rudy walked up to the door and heard his past self, that got me so hard. I was like, I was so fully locked into this narrative for, like, a few moments there. And then I stayed locked in. Like, that is so smart. That's so well adapted. That's so good. Give me more, man. You know how to write, so keep putting out bangers, please. Just please, man. I just need it, man. Freaking Norn. I love Norn. Shout out Norn. Norn is locked in, dude. Rudy was a little menace earlier, bro. Just wailing on Paul. Shout out Norn for jumping in there. The freaking bravery required, man. That's a brave child. Shout out Norn. Alright, well, turning point 3. Alright, we're gonna do it. Chatters, we're gonna do it. Okay, it starts with water. It starts with a fountain. Okay, water, splashing, ripples. That means a past thing we're about to experience the consequences for. The ripples of a previous action. Thoughts? Anyways, all right. Let me pull up my notes. We're going to have to be notated for this one. Get the notation device up and ready. Of course, get yourself a drink. Get yourself a snack. You know we got to be feeling good for this one. Here, guys. Yeah. Let me freaking readjust. Also, I'm in a new environment. I didn't need to feel the need to mention it, but that means I can, like, stand up. I don't know. We're feeling kind of, you know, we can do a little walking. Oh, my goodness, man. We're locked in. All right. Let's get it going, chatters. This episode's gonna have to be good, okay? Because what my one last thing I'll say, I do sometimes try like sometimes the writing can come across as a little contrived to me in certain instances. I know I'm very critical of the show. All right, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. That's okay. But so I'm hoping that this turning point is like something that doesn't feel too out of nowhere, you know? Because it's like the idea of the turning point is like Rudy's just in a situation and we need a story to happen so we can write about it. So something happens to Rudy and then he has to react to it. He's a very reactionary protagonist, and I'm not a huge fan. Like I don't very like reactionary. I don't prefer to proactive. I prefer a proactive protagonist to a reactionary protagonist. I just find them more engaging in a lot of ways. And so turning points as a whole to me just are like forcing Rudy to react to situations, which then is just kind of like that doesn't really cook for me in a lot of ways unless it gets really well like explained or whatever, right? And it's a really interesting situation that could only come about if something crazy happened. Like there's ways to write good ones for sure. You know, so I'm hoping that this one isn't too just like out of nowhere LMAO get hoed. I don't know, something with man god, something like Orsted shows up in a school outfit. I'm ready to learn. Imagine. that'd be just stupid. But I don't know, like I could see a man god situation being good. I'm still waiting for the other shoe to drop on man god. I feel like that's a really interesting like situation that just we're not focusing on at all, and it's like, can I please get some man god action? I don't know. So there's all sorts of things that this could be. It's really hard to guess. It's probably going to be something we're kind of aware of, but there's a lot of things that could cause a quote-unquote turning point. So let's just go ahead, jump into episode 18. Let's get going in a 3, a 2, a 1, bang. Is it muted? No, okay, bet. Subtitles on? Okay, bet. Like, Rudy, you're about to get jumped. You're about to get jumped, Rudy. Okay. This goofy, Oh, she waved back. Thank you, Norn. Good relationship development. She got a Sims, like, plus above her head. Oh, they're studying together. It's cute. Oh, yeah, it is depressing. It is a depressing story. How did you know? Oh, because you traveled with him, so he probably told you. Yeah, okay. Which one? Good transition. Which one? Oh, okay. Dude, if Orsted shows back up, I would literally, like, piss myself, I think. Alright. Kind of cooking right now with the camera work. I'm gonna change the cuts. Norn, are you a little writer? You want to help? Yes! Sorry. Don't need to scream. Don't need to scream, Norn. My sweet little Norny. Can I call you that? Norny? Good big brother action. We're gonna get jumped any second. We're gonna get jumped by Orsted. Orsted's gonna crash through the window and be like, man, God worshiper! And just kill him, bro. I nuke the school. That's what Orsted is gonna be doing. He's gonna open up his, like, dragon gate and just attack that. I'm just scared. We can't, like, Norn, as much as I would love to just, like, be, like, happy and, like, enjoy the relationship, I can't because we're gonna get jumped. We're not safe. Okay? Give me some Paul. Paul's just gonna appear at the school and be like, huh? What the heck? I got teleported here! Imagine that. That's one of the defenses of the place that Zenith is trapped, is it just teleports you away. Paul just appears. What the fuck? That'd be pretty funny. That would be pretty funny. Or the robot, something with the robot maybe? Or like overlapping magic circles, like, are gonna be a problem. Oh, Roxy looks kind of surprised there. Maybe Roxy's doing a portal and then the overlapping, maybe there's like an accidental like magic connection? I don't know! Because she looked kind of confused, but like, if we just randomly teleport Rudy into like Paul's group, that kind of feels like so out of nowhere, does it not? Right? Unless they were specifically trying to like teleport Rudy there. That would make sense, maybe. That they're like, we're desperate, we need someone really OP, call in Rudy, and they just teleport him over. I don't know if that's possible, though. I'm lost! Okay. Lock in. It's nighttime. Aisha, why are you a maid? Wow. You just kept watching out for her needs. He's saying, I'm here for you. Just let me know. Okay. Okay, that's fair. We can't just be shopping. We're gonna get jumped by, like, someone's gonna be in the crowd. I can't do it, man. I can't, we can't be, I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's just freaking me out. Aisha's head's gonna get cut off. Eris is gonna come in and cut off Aisha's head, bro. Instead of Sylphie. Just for no reason. Okay, can I, like, focus? Alright, lock on. Move for Sylphie? The red ones would be cute. Oh, you're getting the blue ones? Okay. Aisha, you're a manipulative little child. You're scary. She knows what she's doing. That's the thing. She's too smart. Dude. Yeah, Aisha. Trying to use the name swag. Me too. She's gonna be a menace. That random guy in the back, watch out, he's got a knife. Alright, sorry. Turning point, Aisha's been stabbed in the gut 30 times. Aww. Yeah, unlearn that. You're good. You're allowed to wear nice things and have nice things. Okay, summoning stuff, that could be really scary. Summon a... Oh, summon a McChicken! Summon an organism from the world? Are you gonna try to summon a person? Summon her boyfriend? Are you actually gonna summon a human ever? A monkey? Oh, that's lit. That'll be useful in the dungeon. Was you know who Orsted? Dragon! Dragon! The robot? In the cast? In the charging thing? Yeah, I was kind of confused why she was here. Dame Ginger. Yeah, that's kind of... I guess... That makes sense. Yeah. Early Zenova was so annoying. Oh, of her thing? Her, like, yeah, her curse. Wow, wow, he found a magic way to leave a curse. That's kind of nice. What is that? She has to wear that? Oh. Wow. You gotta make it more efficient. Alright, Rudy, put it on. Is he cursed? In some sense, and it'll, like, suppress something of him? That'd be really interesting. If he put it on and it, like, suppressed something he didn't know was even there. That could throw things off. No? I'm just trying to figure out what the turning point's gonna be. Morning jog. No bit of magic. Magic practice. Stab Sophie to death, sorry. Not the turning point, not her getting assassinated in the bedroom. Alright. Alright, alright! Ha ha ha! Sophie, what's wrong? Okay, there's a problem. This is it. Who's over? Is it... What's happened? What are you about to tell me? I'm terrified. I'm terrified. Are you... I feel like I'm getting... Okay, you are pregnant. Okay. Like the OP. Like I thought from the OP. Thoughts? That's a bet. Yeah. Alright, you're pregnant. Is that the turning point? That's not much of a turning point. That's more like a normal development. Oh, get a concubine. I'm an elf. It's so hard for me to get pregnant. Okay. No, Sophie, you're fertile. Thoughts? Alright. The OP definitely kind of implied this with her hand on her belly looking out the window. So I'm not too surprised. Aisha... Aisha, don't interrupt the moment! I thought he was gonna say congratulations. That's what I was thinking. That was cute. How long does it take for a elf to pop out a baby? 9 months? Question mark? And then like the kind of 2 years to like for some of that and to take care of it afterwards. It, them, her, him. I don't know what the baby's gonna be. Not trying to call the baby an it. My fault. Aisha, Nor, and I want y'all to make up a little bit. That'd be great. We'll work on it. It's okay. That window's about to get kicked in and SWAT Team Orsted's about to come in. He's gonna kill Sylphie. Okay. Aww. Oh, one day I'll get the full squad here. We about to be squatted up. That is a pretty lit environment. So what's about to happen? What just went wrong? What's happening? Are we okay? It's a letter. From whom? What's wrong? Is someone dead? I can't read that language. Okay, bet. That's easy. Man, God. Oh, no. This is not easy. Okay. Get away from me. Ah! This is normal. The letter's fine, but this is not fine. Okay. Wait, this... I'm kind of into the show right now. This is kind of lit. Well, now he can go over and help with the rescue, right? Like, what? I guess he's confronting him on the previous advice. Because he feels like he regret. Okay, yeah. But no, I think the advice was... man God to be... Okay, man God, what are you saying? Man God's literally just like playing Sims with Rudy, bro. Man God's literally just playing Sims. I think, I mean... Whoa, you're still saying that? I did not expect that from you. Okay, that's a good conflict. We gotta either betray Man God or betray family. Which means we gotta betray Man God. Yeah, most people don't even get to talk to me. Your take. Okay, wait. Logistics. He knows this, dude. Well, he could be just assuming, but what if he actually knows? Because we know some time stuff with Orsted is weird. That, like, the timeline got screwed with, but who knows. You'd miss the birth of your kid, yeah. So you gotta leave what you have. Oh, I see. That's life! What's the opportunity? Are you actually gonna do that, dog? What's he about to say? I'm freaking scared. What does that mean? Well, what does that mean? Come back. Bang one of Linnea and Persina and you'll get even happier? This guy's too much. What is he? He's gone. Alright. Cheat on your wife. Goodbye. I gotta call Linnea. No. mean, even if it's you, can you? I feel like there might be a way for him to like just super speed it because he's Rudy. I don't know what though. Make a car out of magic. GG. Make a little engine. He uses fire magic and go. Neom. We're making it. We're making it fast. 3 months there, 3 months back. No, he wouldn't do that. That wouldn't. I don't think that would make sense. He wouldn't send help if he doesn't have the information yet. But you just don't know is the really awful part. You really just don't know. Okay. We know the magic circles that Nanahoshi's working on do travel distances. Is there like a teleport circle we could do? Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, bet. He should go become the Pope instead? I did not expect that. That was kind of out of left field. I'm kind of busy thinking about other stuff right now. Yeah, I mean, there's just gotta be a way to super speed travel a little more. I don't know how much, but... Because that's the real problem, is the distance. You know what I mean? Okay. You say something. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Sonoba say go. Is the end of the episode happening? So it's just the question is the turning point. Okay, it's nothing too crazy then. No SEAL Team Orsted busting in the window, freaking jumping me and killing everyone. Bet. Though man got up hearing was pretty crazy. Why he would say cheat on your wife with Linnea or Persina? Norn kind of smart. Oh, Norn's sleeping here right now. What's up, Norn? Predicament. I mean, send help doesn't necessarily mean he has to, but who would go for in his place? Norn? Norn, what's up? Your ass is not ready to help the fight. Whoa, you just crashed. Norn. Yeah, true. Norn would want to go. That's actually facts. I have to. I'm on Norn's side. I mean, I think he should go. Like, I'm on that side of the fence. But it's really scary for it to be against Man God's wishes. Because I don't think he's, you know what I mean? That's really scary. Because we just don't have any information on that. Okay, he's gonna go. Nothing too crazy then. Honestly, we're freaking chilling. I feel like yeah, this is kind of like, if nothing that insane happens, this would be the turning point. So we're so good. We're locked in. It's just scary with Man God. It's just scary with Man God. It got me stressed. Let's go with you, Norn. All right. I mean, ooh, good shot of Rudy. Good shot of Rudy. Ooh, okay, good shot of Rudy. Good shot of Rudy. Desert Journey. All right, how many travel episodes are we gonna do? How many travel episodes? Okay. So man, that's a good conflict. That is a pretty juicy conflict. Should I go and abandon my unborn child plus family plus friends plus magic? Nanahoshi? He can't help out Nanahoshi because his magic supply is so useful. Wow, they really. That's funny. As much as these shots, him going and like checking on everyone's research, as much as that was to show what everyone's doing, it's also showing how dependent everyone is on him in different ways. You know, like he is such a big part of so many different people's day-to-day lives that him being gone is kind of a huge deal because he's freaking Rudy. Because he's, you know, he do be kind of the main character of the school, like outside of the like actual narrative, right? So for him to be gone is crazy. Outside of even the family stuff, which is more obvious. So that's a GG. That's an ouchie. I mean, I think he just has to go. Like, yeah, we know he does is one thing because of the OP. We just know he does. Why bang either Linnea or Persina? Why not one or the other? I mean, obviously Linnea's the real option because Persina's only character trait is chicken leg, right? And at least Linnea has 2 personality traits, but I don't get either, really. I don't know. Other than just, like, furry, right? But yeah, like, to show how much everybody is, like, relying on him and then be like, now leave to go save your family. It really is, like, a rock and hard place. And, like, yeah. I wish there was a way you could super speed your travel, Rudy. I mean, he obviously can just... He doesn't need to be careful. And like, I say that, and, like, yeah, you're gonna need to be careful to, like, a small degree. But you don't really have to be careful if, like when you're conscious... You, like, oh, bandits holding you up on the road? Quagmire. You know what I mean? It's just GG, right? Oh no, it's a magical monster dragon. Bink! I already killed one of those with Soldat, right? I think he did, right? So it's kind of just... Him alone, he really doesn't have to wait for anybody. And, like, he works out. He's got a ton of magic. Surely there's ways you could just move way faster. I mean, shoot. Like even something, I don't know. Like... Horse plus healing magic. Does healing magic increase stamina? Like even something that basic could really do a lot. If you had a horse, you just kept smacking healing spells into it as you were going, so you were fueling your mana to kind of keep its... I don't know if it's possible, but you keep, you make its strength as good as possible so it can move as fast as possible, and then you just buy new horses and trade them out constantly so you keep having fresh horses. Like, that would be so fast compared to, like... the travel that it took for like a full party can't do that really, and then obviously the travel with across the demon continent didn't have horses, right? But I mean the road, we just have to go down through that Orsted territory, like those mountains and stuff, and then like bottom left into that area. So like 70% of that should be pretty tame land. Like even the danger level should be lower. So I really wonder, like, it sucks to lose 2 years. That's assuming you just show up, fix it, leave again, right? I mean, it could take, like, 6 months to even, like, do the dungeon, depending. Like, I don't freaking know what that's gonna be like, but... I think there could be ways to really shave off a portion of the travel time, which would make it an easier move. The really scary thing, I think, beyond anything else, is Man-God. Like, I think if Man-God didn't say anything, I would feel so comfortable with him leaving. And I would tell him to leave. Like Zenoba's right. Like, you just do it. I do kind of want to grab again what Elena Lee was saying here. Let me grab subtitle browser real quick just so I can reread this. Didn't really grab it all. Hello, subtitle browser? Is it on? Oh, it's on my other monitor. There it is. Let me do something for my daughter's family. What about Cliff? I'll break up with him. What else can I do? He'll wait for you if you explain. Cliff has the makings of a future pope. I don't want to hold him back. Okay. Oh, because I guess Elena Lee's... Oh. I get it now. Elena Lee's was gonna go and break up with Cliff because she's gonna leave. Okay, that makes sense. Was she in this fight in the OP? I just don't... Oh! Elena Lee's is traveling with us. She's right there. Her booty right there. So yeah, she's breaking up with Cliff, maybe, most likely. She's breaking up with Cliff, wearing the metal underpants and traveling across the world, probably with Rudy. Because she's going to, quote, do something for her granddaughter's family, which is going to go be save Zenith, which also makes sense because adventuring party, right? It makes sense with, like, she used to be part of the adventuring party, right? Or rather, yeah. And she, like, knows Roxy. So that'll be, like, a connection, right? Like, there's people she knows that she would be going towards, right? So that helps. The shot of Sylphie, you know, like, touching her stomach at the end, right here, that is just, the pregnancy was too, like, that was foreshadowed a bit. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if they should have had that in the OP low-key. Because I feel like there's nothing else that could mean. There's nothing else that could mean. But, I don't know. It's not even that much of a surprise. I mean, they were banging for months. But it was kind of it was a mini plot, a mini point that she was, as an elf, hard to, like, have kids with. So, I don't know. But, I mean, for the drama, having kids is the move for the story. Because then it makes him have to leave his unborn child, which is lit. We love leaving your unborn child. Do it. I like that. Okay. I like it for the story. I like the it's a difficult decision, you know. It just, the thing for me, as I said, if Mangod's booty wasn't shaken on the screen telling him to stay, for me it's just obvious. But when Mangod is saying stuff, like, I don't trust this guy already, but he does know way too much. Like, have relations with one of the beast people? I mean, maybe it doesn't even have to do with like, low-key, like, this is messed up. I mean, this is kind of devil's advocate. This is super devil's advocate. But, like, Sophie did say you can have a concubine. It was because she felt like she wasn't going to have a kid. So maybe that's since changed. Maybe she wouldn't accept that anymore. Or, like, be happy with that anymore. Who's to say that she even really would have wanted it when she said it, as much as was just trying to, like, do right by Rudius, or, like, you know, offer something to Rudius, as opposed to really wanting it, right? But that aside, if he was just like it wouldn't, like, she might be fine with that, depending. You know what I mean? She might be fine with him hooking up with one of the beast people if he communicated it. And she would be like, but why? And he would either have to, like, say something about Mangod, or say something about, they just hot Omega lol, I want a beast kid. You know, which then would be, like, weird, but I'm just saying, like, this route of have relations with one of the beastkin, if you really wanted to full send the I trust Mangod route, I don't think it would need to be him cheating and her not knowing. Though it definitely, and especially with Paul as a father, it definitely would kind of come across as that to a lot of the people that, you know, were around when that happened, right? Norn would probably be like, bruh. You know what I mean? Aisha's literally a product just like this. You know, you're gonna just repeat an Aisha situation. That's what Norn would say, not what I would say. But yeah, so, this was another good episode. I'm really liking this so far. This is exactly the type of like difficult slice of, like, difficult decisions, Mangod being relevant, right? I'm interested in the Mangod stuff. I want to see even more of the god level conflicts, because it just feels like it's happening in the background and Rudy isn't a part of it, but I think Rudy isn't necessarily a part of it because he got isekai'd here and is the interest of one of the gods. So it's always this weird division where I feel like we just need to be doing more with it than we are. And by we, I don't even mean the narrative necessarily, but more so just Rudy, right? Like, dog, we we gotta figure out this Mangod thing, because eventually, and lo and behold, it happened, eventually you're gonna get advice that you're not gonna want to follow, right? And so it's like, is he, and Rudy is skeptical of Mangod, hence him disobeying him, but it's like, we don't know the consequence of this. We don't know the consequence of going against Mangod. We don't know if Mangod's gonna, like, be upset about that, and, like, draw ire. We don't know if Mangod's just doing this for entertainment. We don't know why Mangod seems to want Rudy just to, like, have a good life and dodge regret. You know, we don't know anything about that. So, is he really trying to do that, or does he have his own gain? Who's to say? Right? And so that's just information that I feel like we if any source, we should lock into. But we also have to be incredibly careful with it, or we're going to get Orsteded, right? Hence, him just being like, oh, Orsted, Mangod, and then just, wham! You know what I mean? It's like, this is exactly why we need to be careful and work with this information. Is because I'm just scared. I'm just scared of it. So, yeah. Another goated episode, though. Man, Rudy as a closer to adult, because he's like, what, 16, 17 at this point? Like, this is a Rudy I can work with, man. You know what I mean? Where he's married to a grown, like, well, how old is Sylphie? She's like 16. At this point, we take what we can get. We take those, you know what I mean? I'm just not gonna fight it at this point. The fight's been drained from me from season 1. You know what I mean? But, like this, like, adventuring questions, family versus which family do I save? That's just, like, classic. That's just a classic, you know? Norn being awake, I did kind of have the thought as she might sneak out when she did this, which then ended up being what she tried to do a little bit. So, shout out Norn. Her comedically tripping is a bit much, but we'll let it slide this once because it was a goated episode, so. But yeah, this is that kind of determined Rudy we're looking for. This is like this is a protagonist right here. Now this, right before he started speaking, close your mouth, please. Right here. Now this is a Rudius Grey Rat. Okay, this is taking the rat out of Grudius Ray Rat. Grey Grat. This is Rudius. Shout out Rudy. All right, just this once I'll let it slide. This is a Rudy I can be on his side for this one. So I'm interested in this plot right now. I'm interested to see where it goes. I'm excited. Travel, hopefully the travel goes quick, unless there's something interesting. I just don't need to see him walking that much. Hopefully we find a way to speed up the travel. We're probably going to travel with Elena Lees, but like, bro, you literally have the best magic in the world, low-key. Other than like Orsted or like the freaking demon guy that's gone, or whatever the situation, the place. There it is. Other than like them two, you're probably on their level. Maybe just haven't gotten to your potential yet. Your potential might be higher. I don't know. But I think he is so incredibly gifted in magic that it's like, surely we can leverage something, right? Frick it. Get the robot, enhance its battery supply, and get it to carry me. We're way too early for that to be a move, but yeah, we need someone for Nanahoshi to drain magic from too. Let me just throw that out. We need somebody to help out Nanahoshi a bit, because Rudius's giant mana is not going to be around any longer for that. But yeah, good episode, good conflict. I like the conflict with no right answers. That really like stresses him out. That's some good stuff. Man God finally is back in action. Going against Man God is a really good piece of fruit for me to simmer on. All right, see where that goes. I'm really excited to see where that goes. Shout out Norn for making the moves. Love Norn for that. Excited for the desert journey. Elena Lees will probably be joining us most likely. I mean, yes, she will be. I assume we're going to be traveling with Elena Lees, because Elena Lees is planning to go, and so is Rudy, so why wouldn't we? But yeah, we will definitely just have to see on those. Roxy's gonna be there. That's really gonna be... I wonder... Roxy's gonna be like, oh, he did show up. Bet. That'll be exciting to see. But yeah, that's all I got for this one. Excited to see. I'm actually excited for next week. Bet. All right, we're on the upswing from Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation. But, of course, if you like the video, subscribe. If you're new, blah, blah, blah. Comment down below if you have anything to say, or join the Discord, or talk to me. Are there Mushoku Tensei fans there? But until then, until the next episode, that's all I got for tonight. I will see you then. Peace.